Alright, well, it's the first video. Tell me, guys, if y'all like it, hate it, don't want to ever see it again. I don't really care, but I'm going to try it. We'll see what goes down. Balance changes for Clash Royale. What we've all been waiting for. First and foremost, we're going to go over kind of everything a little bit, one by one, and then at the end of each one, I'll kind of give my thoughts on it and where I think they could have gone, what they could have done better, what I would have done if it had been me. But that's just, my opinion. And I'm entitled to it. You're entitled to yours. Everyone's entitled to their own. And hey, it is what it is. Okay. So, Royal Giant hit speed decreased to 1.7 seconds from 1.5 seconds. And they say, we think that the Giant is strong and too easy to use because he's no skill at all. You don't need any skill to play him. And it's going to take a little bit longer for that first attack to hit. So, I think it's a good move. I don't love it. I think his attack, his actual damage should have been reduced a little bit as well. I think his health is okay. He's a giant. I mean, he's supposed to be tanky. That's the point. He's supposed to be a tank. But everyone's like, well, giant balloon, giant loon, giant poison. I was like, dude, I can keep giant poison off my tower. Yeah, I can't keep poison off my tower, but I can keep the giant from getting to my tower. And that was before I had the Ice Wizard. Yeah, it's a really powerful move, but if you are attacking, you can make your opponent use the poison against your attack. So if you're sitting back and waiting and playing defense only, yeah, giant poison is going to damage the hell out of you, rampage you. But it's not going to, for me, it does. I've lost matches to it. Don't get me wrong. I've lost matches to just about every deck variant there is. But I've also beaten just about every deck variant there is. So, I mean, it's just how you play the individual game. Royal Giant, though, I hate him. Can't stand him. I swear I see him every match. Okay, not every match, but like 90% of the matches I play, especially the ones I lose, Royal Giant's involved. He's too easy to play. You put him down and bam, 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 he's hitting your tower. And everyone's like, well, just use a tower in your deck. Well, okay, well, what good is that? Because now he can outrange it. And I hate him. He's too overpowered. They're finally doing something about it. Is it good enough? We'll see. See how much percentage he goes down. I don't think he's going to go down much because the no-skill players that were using Mortar and Expo before, they had to be nerfed to hell before they quit using them. There's always going to be that no-skill player who thinks he's the best ever because he learned how to use one card. It's true, just how it is. Zap stun duration decreased to 0.5 seconds from 1 second. I don't see how that's going to make a difference. When I zap, I'm not stunning. I'm zapping to clear minions, skeletons, reset infernos, reset sparkies, stuff of that nature. Not seeing this being a real big issue, and I never thought it was a full second anyway. Especially on Sparky, it's like zap. Okay, now he just starts recharging again. I never saw it be a 6-second issue, so I don't see this being a difference. I don't. Cool. I don't see it changing much. Princess area damage radius decreased by 25%. I like it. I don't have a princess. I don't. I wish I did. I only have 53 of 58 cards right now. Ice Wizard and Miner being my two legendaries, and just got the Ice Wizard the other day. I like it because I'll be playing people with Ice Princess, and she'll be across the map and taking out entire swarms of troops. I'm just like, how are you doing that? That radius of people was pretty big. How are you hitting everything at once? So I like it. 3 elixir card. Can hit anything from the other side. I mean, she's a legendary. She's supposed to be legendary. So, what could they have done to make it better? Don't think of it really. I can't think of anything. Maybe no, zappable would make her not worth it. I just really don't think of anything I would do to make that one any different. Ice Wizard, hit points decreased by 5%. I just got him. He's not a tank, so I don't really see how this is going to affect much. He's a glass cannon, which not really cannon per se, glass freeze. I mean, he does a good job of slowing things down and making things work slower. And rambling here, but I'm not seeing this is going to be a big difference. People will still play him in the back. People will still utilize him to slow things down. People will still utilize him to take out towers once they finally do cross the river. I don't see that being a difference. What I've done to make it better, Zap actually affect him. It seems like you can zap him and it doesn't actually do anything. The freeze effect that he just threw half second before is still going to be lingering, and he'll still continue back on exactly where he was before. It doesn't really affect him. Maybe this will make him fireballable, where you can actually use a fireball to kill him. I know a lot of people complain about that he's 3 elixir and you can't kill him with the 4 elixir card. I hopefully this will do that, because that makes sense. That would make it an even trade, or not an even trade, but at least somewhat even trade. Minor deploy time. So this was a hidden buff that they gave him last time around, and they're taking it away. And his hit points decreased by 6%. So, and it even mentioned that it was an unintentional deploy time change. The hit points decrease. It's gonna. I don't know. I may actually. We'll see. I'll have to play with him to see what happens. I don't like that, to be honest. I use him. I like him. I like going minor hog, minor anything that hits, just for him to become a tank, take away aggro, and then let me throw down some actual hits on a tower. I don't know what they could have done to make it better. I don't know. Baby Dragon, hit speed increased to 1.6 from 1.8. Thank God. I love the Baby Dragon. I've used her for a long time. What frustrates the hell out of me, and the reason I've taken her out of my deck from time to time, is that minions will be coming at her, or normal goblins will be running around, and she just sits there and I don't know what to do, and it's hilarious to watch, unless it's your Baby Dragon that's sitting there just stuttering, going, I don't know what to do. So I've always kind of wondered why a dragon cannot just spit fire. Done. The targeting is not great. So maybe this will help with that. Hopefully they'll fix that glitch where it just stutters. If not, I'll have to take her back out of my deck. I like her. I put her back in today with the Ice Wizard. Right now I'm running Ice Wizard, Miner, Hog Rider, Valkyrie, Musketeer, Zap. Is that 8? Oh, Knight. And I've been doing pretty good with it. It's effective against air decks. It's effective against Royal Giants. It's just really about my patience and how well I wait for my opponent to make moves versus trying to make moves myself. That's been my biggest issue, is running too fast sometimes, trying to put too much pressure, and handing games over to my opponents because I've overplayed. But yeah, we'll see. Dark Prince, damage increased by 7.5%. That's good, because he's a 4 elixir card, and there's other 4 elixir cards that work a lot better than he does. I don't run him. I just don't. I used to run the double Prince with a hog, and it's been a long time since I've done it, because it's just they're too easily distracted, and they don't do enough damage once they do finally get there. Sometimes it's I don't know. We'll see. I like it. We'll see if it does enough. I've been seeing him a little bit more lately, but not a lot. Bowler, elixir cost decreased from 5 to 5 from 6. Hit points decreased by 7. Damage decreased by 10. Okay, so you're going to take away elixir cost, which just makes sense. So you're going to take away his hit points and damage. That makes sense. I would have kept it even, though. That's the only thing I could have thought of. Um, we'll see. That I don't use him. I don't have enough of him to use. Free to play player. Don't get a lot of epics very rare often. So, and I haven't barely gotten any of him. So he's a good card. When I do see him, I struggle against him. I'll be honest. Just how to play against him. Just because I don't see him enough, I don't know how to really interact with him yet. I have a feeling this means I'll start playing him a lot more. And with that said, I might actually learn how to play against him. I've done okay lately. Kind of let him. You kind of almost have to let him lock onto the tower, and then once he does, then you can kind of just come around and start smacking him. So we'll see. Lumberjack speed increased to very fast from fast. Hit speed increased to 0.7 seconds from 1.1. Damage decreased by 23%. So we're gonna let him hit harder, hit less hard. We're gonna hit faster, but not as hard. I have a feeling it's going to be about the same. It's all said and done. Almost a 50% increase in hit time, and we're doing 23% less damage. So I bet he's almost going to hit harder for the fact that he's hitting so fast. Mini Pekka with him. He is a legendary. I haven't seen, but maybe I'm gonna say I've seen him about 10, maybe 15 times total. He's only beaten me once, or twice. I really don't remember. He's never been the thing that kills me. Even the rage, I've been able to kind of isolate him away from the rest of the cards, and that keeps them from being affected by the rage. Or I kill them before the rage goes into effect, and it doesn't really do anything. So I haven't seen him enough to really make a comment on that one. The log. Cast time decreased by 66%. Travel time increased by 20%. Travel speed increased by 20%. I would say that's a good one. I know the people who did have log were complaining about how long it took to take effect. So that'll help there. I don't have a log yet, so I can't really speak to that one. Golem. Hit and death damage increased by 5. Hit points increased by 1. Golemite hit and death damage increased by 8. Hit points increased by 3.2. So I didn't know Golemite. I think I knew it exploded, but I've never actually seen it take any damage off any of my cards. So if the death damage actually shows, I can actually tell that happened, and that'll be the first time. The Golem itself exploding, yeah, I've had waves of troops die because of that. That one's always fun. 8 elixir card. He should be stronger. I don't see him a lot, and this might actually increase his likelihood of being played. What could have been done for better? Nothing really. I think that's a good. I think it's a good balance for now. We'll see if that increases his users or not. If it does, they'll probably keep it as is. If not, they'll keep going. That's how they've been doing everything. Pekka damage increased by 5%. So I think they recently did this as well. So this is the second time he's gotten a buff recently. And I've been seeing a lot of him. So I'm kind of surprised that he's getting yet another buff. Now I could be wrong. I don't remember every single balance that they've done in the past. But they're also making her first attack happen a little bit quicker. Pekka's easily distracted, very slow. So being able to this is probably to keep it on par to be able to one-shot barbarians or something of that nature. It's a good move. We'll see. She'll probably get even more use than I've been seeing, and I'll probably have to worry about her even more than I do already. We'll find out. Tombstone spawn speed increased to 2.5 from 2.9. So I think it's a 40-second duration. So I think over the course of it, it'll spawn about 5 more skeletons or so, if I do my math right off the top of my head. Other than that, it's not a whole lot. I do like the Tombstone. I think it's a good counter for a lot of things. The Pekka, the Prince, Mini Pekka, stuff like that. Especially when it dies, it spawns 4. We'll see if that actually becomes a higher usage now. I'm just noticing that I have a stain on my shirt. That's awesome. Great. Archers, damage increased by 2. From what I've heard, that's to be able to kill goblins quicker. or justify doing it because it was inconsistency. I like archers. They're a good card. I don't like them myself. I don't use them myself because they're just too squishy, too easily killed. Um, I like the fact that there's two of them, but for my money, the Musketeers a better bang for the buck. It does more overall damage, has better health. Yeah, it's cost 4 elixir versus I think is it 2 or 3, but I still like the Musketeer more. Prince damage increased by 2%. Tiny damage increase is to fix the inconsistency with Prince versus Barbarians interaction at certain levels. So yeah, they charging Prince should, in most people's minds, should be able to kill a Barbarian one shot. Now the non-charging Prince is going to 2-shot a normal Barbarian, and hopefully this will keep it from having to 3-shot a normal Barbarian at the same level or near the same level on par with each other. So that's an interesting change. What they could have done better. I don't really think they could have done much better on that one. That one's pretty close to even. I'm sorry for moving the camera around. This is on an iPhone. I did say that more than likely this is either going to be an iPhone or laptop. This is my first video as a gaming personality. I've done videos in the past, but as for like electronics and stuff like that, you probably won't be able to find them because they're so. Like mostly were just used for being sent out as a tutorial. But yeah. Hope to be able to start making more videos here soon. These are just some of my random bumblings, and facts. Again, as I said earlier, if you like the opinions, great. If you don't, well, don't watch it. It's no skin off my back. A little unknown player who plays for fun, free to play. I enjoy the game. I enjoy everything about it for the most part. Hate seeing Royal Giants. I do rage. You will see me rage if I ever do get to start streaming. I'm working on saving up for a better computer. My wife and I are working on that. She does web development, so nicer computer than we have now. We both have laptops, and they're great for their laptops, but they're not good for gaming. They're not good for video stuff. So that's why I'm doing it on a laptop, or doing it on a cell phone instead of doing it on a laptop today. Hopefully in the future that will change. I'll get a better webcam. I'll get a better mic. You'll be able to hear me more. If you have any thoughts, concerns, questions, feel free to post them below. I will take time to hopefully be able to actually interact with some of y'all. Be posting this on Twitter. Probably more interactive on Twitter than I am on YouTube. I'll be honest with you. Twitter's more interactive than YouTube is ever. Just easier to interact with people. Yeah, at mentions, stuff of that nature. I've used YouTube to comment back and forth, but it's clunky. I'll admit I don't like it. It's almost 20-minute video. Wow. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. And if y'all have, like I said, questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. Shooting28mg, same as my channel here. I'll feel free. Like I said, I'll gladly answer anything y'all ask me. Thanks. Have a good day.